Live on IG?
I'm waiting on it to stop it.
Oh, okay. Not yet. I think we're about to be in full effect right now. Popped up on you? Okay, we good. All right, let me get back over on this side. What's good? What's good? What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, coming at you all the way live. Y'all know what it is. Special edition. You know what I'm saying? We had to crank this thing up real quick because I got family that stepped off into the building. Y'all know what it is. I got some family stepped off into the building. So I ain't gonna hold you up, but without further ado, I got my main man, Trell, in the building. What's up, Trell? What's up, Big Trell? That's part of the Keith Wallace family. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you, man?
Hey man, just living my brother, loving it.
What you doing? What you doing out here in this neck of the woods, out here in Mississippi?
Hey man, you know where my roots is out this way.
Okay.
You know, my mama's side of the family is from Mississippi. My grandma, her brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
great grandparent,
They
kid,
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Right here in Mississippi. Okay.
Mississippi, yes sir.
All right. Well, hey man, we this is a special edition of Industry Talk.
Yes sir.
You know, you called me this morning, you surprised me, you say, hey man, I'm in town. I say, well shit. I got some special guests coming through. Because you know, tomorrow we got Pimp and Ken coming through, touching down in the studio. So we're gonna sit there, we're gonna work that tomorrow. We're gonna have fun with that. That should be a great interview, great time. And then and I'm happy to see you, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm happy to see you.
Likewise.
So look, you know what we got going on.
Most definitely.
Keith out there banging them out real hard in heaven.
Yes, sir.
What what do you see is happening with the movement, with the Keith Wallace movement right now? Just because we're gonna get in depth about who you are, but I got to ask you that question because you've been rocking with it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, what do you see happening with the movement?
I mean, I see progress. You know, maybe not as quickly as we may like, but the progress is definitely going forward exactly how we want it to.
Okay.
You know, because I'm when I first got down with him, you know, he had all the celebrities and all that like he do now, same way. Like they've been under his IG and all that. So that ain't new. You know, it's just certain more people coming in now, but we actually making moves now from going to the 85 South show.
85 South was big.
85 South. Real big. Right. Real big. And shout out to them, they spinning their hand out like that because they didn't have to do that. You know, Carlos Miller. Salute.
That's what's up. You know, big shout out to Carlos. You know he's from Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Got to plug that in Mississippi, brothers. The Mississippi niggas keeping it, holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. But, man, it's just because I can't even really speak on everything. You know, we came across y'all and shout out to Freeway Ricky Ross, man. Been showing major love from day one. You been showing major love from day one. So, yeah, I love the direction this is going.
Right.
I love it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
So let's get into your background a little bit. And we ain't gonna go too deep. We ain't gonna get into, you know what I'm saying, the off the book stuff, nothing like that. But I do want to get into a little bit about who Trell is. You know what I'm saying? What's put you in the position the way as you are right now? And how did you make your transition? Because all of us have bumped our heads along the way, and there's no sense, like I say, no sense in us going down that road or even reliving it. We know the bullshit we was in back in the day. So you know, but y'all was some steppers. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
So. So talk to me about it.
Minimum stepping.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't really too crazy. I was more quiet and reserved.
Yeah.
I was to myself for that.
Yeah.
So I was always more of a hustler than a gangster.
Yeah.
I never really looked at myself as a shooter or a killer or gangster, none of that. But it's in me. So
Right.
if it come time for it,
With birds of a feather, man. You roll with them niggas, man. Come on, man. Don't even do it like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like you know the people.
Right. But being in Georgia,
yeah,
Columbus, Georgia, to be exact. I probably started messing around with the music thing like 08, 09.
Yeah.
With like some neighborhood partners that I grew up with.
Okay.
But I was behind the scenes. I wasn't really doing nothing. I was just a body that's there.
Right.
Simply because I'm the homie. And then I had the whip. So,
okay.
I'm the reason we getting around going here, I make sure we get there where we need to go. And I say probably around 2012, we came across these cats. And so went by the name of the Trackers. And at the time, they had a deal with Warner Music Group, like a production deal.
Right.
So they done work with major people.
Right.
Like matter of fact, I got a cousin named Siege Under is what we call him. He just worked on Jeezy most recent project with the Justice League.
Gotcha.
So he was just working with them, and he was also in Drumline too, back then.
Okay.
Because he went to Morris Brown when they shot Drumline.
So. You got to maybe go back and watch Drumline just to find him.
Yeah, he was in Drumline. So the history goes deep. He be at Patchwork working. Somebody need
in the studio getting it in.
Patchwork. Yeah, they'll call him like, "Hey man, we need an engineer to come up here."
Right.
He'll jet up there. And also my OG Plex, who just did some work with Killer Mike on his most recent project.
Nice.
So yeah,
because Killer Mike moving right now.
Most definitely. So
him, that whole Dungeon family, man, that whole everything. Give Goody, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? We love everything Give doing over there in Atlanta, moving the culture.
Yeah, in my city, man. He be he mess around with a guy named Flight Rich Trigo.
Okay.
Yeah, good real stuff. Dope individual.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get me down in my city.
Oh yeah. Now he pushing that new project with Sky Watley. Yeah. The new remix, Auntie Love, that Southern Soul. That's out there real heavy right now. So be on the lookout for Gippy, man. They still making power moves, man. He's like an encyclopedia in the game.
Right.
He's a
I
true
watch all his interviews because he really be speaking.
He be speaking some real business, man.
And he be saying what a lot of people be scared to say.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I definitely watch all of his interviews. Every time I see his name pop up on clip.
That's right. That's right. And one last shout out with that on Gippy side of it. Make sure you go lock in with Kush.com for all Gip Goodies project. I'm talking about projects, products from the Zaga to the gummies to you name it, T-shirts, whatever the case may be. If you're having trouble with that, hit me up, DM me. I'll put you in contact with Gippy and the people, man, and we'll get you hooked up, get you linked up. Now, back to the script.
Yeah. Just messing around with them, that's what really kind of like got me wanting to be more active.
Gotcha.
And so I was still just sitting back in the cut, soaking up game, man, because they were a production team of like 10 different producers, 8 different producers.
Okay.
So you just had a lot of different flavors and sounds when it came to the trackers.
Right.
Now, my brother, Hollywood 40, that's who I first started moving around with rap wise.
Okay.
And he currently has a record out right now with CeeLo Green called Walking Back. So shout out to CeeLo Green for showing me.
Shout out to CeeLo.
Shout out to Mac Bone and PSC giving him permission to even do that because he took the Walk This Way from 25 to Life featuring CeeLo.
Right.
And just put his own little twist on it.
Gotcha.
And to go.
And they cleared the sample.
Yeah, they cleared it. Yeah, go talk to Mac Bone about that. So shout out to Mac Bone. And
big shout out to Mac Bone.
Yeah, huge shout out to Mac Bone.
Right.
But once I got active, man, I really just started. It was this other cat from my hood, and he had a 2-man rap group with one of his buddies. And he just asked me to be his manager just from going to his shows. He was like, man, I'm trying to build a team, and he's like, man, be my manager. Yeah. I was like, bro, I don't know nothing about being no manager, but I dove in head first anyway.
Okay.
So that's how it all got started, really. So that was probably about 2016. So I've been behind closed doors since 09, 08, but I got active in 2016.
Okay, so how you because you definitely ran across some heat along the way. You know what I'm saying? And every last one of them individuals that you're talking about is real active in the game. So how you made that connection with Keith and the crew with Keith.
Okay, so boom. There was an engineer in my city go by the name of Ray Baker.
Ray Baker.
But there's this guy that that's from Miami. His name is Medallion Ty. He owned clubs in my city, real businessman, big time businessman. And he was messing around with the music thing, and he knew Wallace because Wallace ran the streets with his older brother.
Okay.
So that's how him and Wallace knew each other. So when he brought Wallace to my city, he asked him like, "What studio I need to go to?" He brought him straight to us to where we would be at.
Gotcha.
And then just later on down the line, found out we fans. So so we linked off that. And just really, man, here's the crazy part about Wallace. This is what people don't know. Like his internet numbers are much bigger than what you can even possibly see because he been shadow banned so long, and he shadow banned. Like the day I met this guy, he went live. He was live maybe a whole 5 minutes at the most, or some channel. Before he cut that live off, this man had 30-something thousand people watching him at one time.
Right.
At one time.
Right.
So I'm sitting there looking at him like, who the hell is you? Like, I'm like, well, where the hell you come from?
You got
and
then,
then, we just linked from there. But he had showed me everything from all the people in his comments. And he's like, man, you just gonna have to stroll, but you'll see. And I'm strolling, I'm seeing everybody from Rihanna to Kevin Gates to Cedric the Entertainer and he gave me his number. So before he dipped out, I say about 6 months went by before I called him. 6, 7 months. Because I ain't saying he was trying to impress me, but I don't really care about, let me rock with this person because they got this going on, or I can benefit from being around this person. I got to like or know them.
Right.
So 6 months went by. I just thought about him, randomly called him. We just been rolling ever since. We've been rolling ever since, man. That's all. Basic conversation.
Yeah. And Keith is a real big-hearted fellow. Most definitely. He's going through some trauma. From a young age, of course, being falsely accused, of robbing a white woman, and they sentenced him at 14 to 6 years.
14 years old, man.
And he didn't go to a juvie.
Sent a baby to prison.
To prison.
To prison. That's the difference.
You see, so we don't have to rehash that. We both know that.
Right.
We know, and I'm utilizing that right now because I wanted to segue into what we're about to talk about. Okay. Because we have his docuseries that's coming out. We got that we're working on, that we're all working on. We've got the book that we're working on.
Most definitely.
Okay. And he's got his tour that he's jumping off the porch with for next year.
Right.
That he's pulling together. That he's pulling all the parts and the logistics of that together. We also have the merch that's out. I think you got a shirt over there. Show them the shirt right quick. We got a shirt. We got the merch line, not a shirt line. We got a merch line that's coming out. That's just a part of it. The Mind Elevation, tees and hoodies. We've got the Redemption line, of course, that's going to be a part of the docuseries, and of course the book series that's coming out. So there are a lot of things that's coming down the pipeline with Keith, man. And he's doing this all independently.
Right.
No
funding behind him from no outside.
That's right. That's right. It's just us. So to think about that part of it and knowing that he's mastering every facet of the game, you see, and you're seeing that you're a part of it. You're in the backbone of it,
right?
And you're seeing it all develop. What's your take on all that right now, man?
Hey man, this what we want, man.
Because it ain't like selling dope in the street. It ain't fast money.
Right.
Ain't nothing fast money about it. I mean, you got to.
That's where a lot of niggas get the game twisted and get interested.
Right.
They see so many people blow up off the internet. And thinking, I just go viral and boom, Wallace been going viral for years.
Right. But viral don't translate into dollars.
It don't. It just started doing that now because of the
you get paid on reels and monetization.
But
you still got to book shows.
Still got book shows.
You still got to sell merch.
Definitely.
You still have to build your brand.
Definitely.
You have to promote and market your brand.
And I tell everybody, when you seeing all these platforms where they doing interviews or whether they have those platforms where you just be in front of the mic and just rap a little verse, and when you see these platforms going up or getting numbers, you might want to get yourself in with that too.
Correct.
Because everything is so much on the internet, you can't keep up with everything.
Right.
So somebody who saw your interview with Dirty Glove Bastard may not have saw this one over here.
Right.
But this one over here may not have saw that one over there. So if you don't do them both.
So you got to be smart enough to know how to diversify your hustle with the social media platforms and different outlets.
It's more than just going viral from your own personal page.
Right.
You know, we got to go viral on other pages.
Right.
And on other people's platforms too. You know, that helps everything out. And still to this day, man, the average person take them 18 years to make. Still to this day.
Right.
Like the internet ain't completely did away with the old school.
Right. So let me ask you this. Because I have this debate with artists from time to time, and I try to make it clear to them that getting into and onto terrestrial radio is important. It's paramount for your career. I understand streaming, I understand all, but getting onto radio. Can you speak to that a little bit?
You still need radio, whether dudes understand it or not. As long as radio is in existence, it is important. It is needed. It's probably even more important than going viral and all of that type of stuff. Because I know people that ain't nearly as viral as this guy over here, but he getting spent on the radio.
Right.
And not even just in his city. I was dealing with an artist by the name of Front Street Rudy at one point in time. Front Street Rudy wasn't like he didn't have all these people on his comments and doing all of that, but he made street music. So you know they're gonna run to the top.
They're supporting him.
Yeah, and so man, he put out that perk out. That went into hundreds of thousands of views. He did with part two, did the same. Part three came, million plus.
But was he in a position at that time to have everything set up to where his monetization worked in his favor?
No, because he didn't know better.
He didn't know any better.
And he had nobody around him at that time to teach.
Come on, man.
And then you got somebody like me that try to tell a person, and that ain't no diss to him, but you know, they see the industry, especially with this internet stuff, they trick the artists into feeling like, nah, just be the artist. You supposed to got it. Everybody want to look like a boss. They want to look like they got employees up under them or people around them that do this for them and do that for them. It's cool if you really got that, but if you don't really got that, it's just you and your partners. You got to understand, you got to handle a lot of this.
That's right.
You know,
you got to put in that work. That's right. From getting your copyrights, to making sure you register with all the proper providers.
Right.
I mean, everything around the board, you have to have everything in check. Because if you don't, just like you say, you're not going to be in a position to capitalize.
Right. Because
when it does blow.
The record that blew him up like that, man, he didn't put it on like the streaming platform until about a year and some change later. He was waiting on somebody else to handle that part, but I kept telling him, I'm like, man, you ain't got money to pay people, or if you ain't just got no loyal people down with you that just want to do that, it ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
You got to do it yourself.
You damn skippy.
So he capitalized off of it as far as show money,
right?
But he missed out on a lot of streaming.
Okay, well, let's tap into that because now you have a lot of brothers that and sisters. I'm not just gonna leave. You know, it's not just one sided on the artists, male and females alike. Get good opportunities to get out there and book shows. They got a nice song, got a buzz, and they neglect to put something back. They forget to save. They forget to put taxes away.
Right.
They, because they so happy that they getting, $5, $6, $10,000 a show, $15,000 a show, and it builds them up $20,000 a show, $30,000 a show, and not thinking that shit gonna stop.
Right, because you got to pay them taxes on their show money.
Hell yeah.
Like you got to pay them taxes on their show money. That's what people do not be understanding. You got to pay them taxes. And the best thing you can do in that situation is see like, okay, if I make this much, how much I got to pay back. Right. And based off what you're going to charge off that. If you want to put a little extra, you may not be worth 10. But if you go to 12 or 13, 15,000, people might still book you.
Right.
They might still book.
Yeah.
Now you actually keeping a whole 10 piece when you.
Yeah, but even with that, it's not like you really keeping anything. You need to figure out how to save it,
Right.
or how to put it in some vehicles that can make more money for you.
Right.
A lot of people don't talk about with all this, setting up IRAs, individual retirement accounts,
Right.
or setting up brokerage accounts and investing in something like a Spotify, stock wise, or investing in, Apple or whatever the case may be, whatever you may be interested in. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I'm just saying that there are different ways that you can actually put your money to work for you.
Right.
Whereas, man, look, by the time you retire as an artist,
Right.
You hadn't burnt out. You didn't put enough money aside where you can really retire and live comfortably off of your earnings. So how do you educate and facilitate that type of education to young kids that are coming up that really ain't trying to hear that shit?
To be honest with you, and there's an ugly truth a lot of people don't want to accept. If they don't want to hear it, they're not going to hear it.
No, they're not.
So you can sit there and talk their ear off all day about it.
Right.
They're not going to hear it.
Yeah.
If they don't want to. And see, the thing is, we may want this many to make it, but it's only going to be this many of them that actually take heed what you say. I got to the point now where that little group right there, they the only ones on the same group.
Gotcha.
Now, if somebody come to me and ask me this, that, and third, I give them,
give them
pointers and whatever.
Drop some jewels on them.
But I ain't going out my way to do it no more.
Right.
Yeah, them days over with.
Okay. All right. Well, look at Keith back there.
Oh yeah,
but in his younger days.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely.
But look, man, we've been chopping it up. Good conversation, man. I want to tell everybody how to get in contact with you. Tell everybody how to um or your social media, your Facebook, IG. How do I get in contact with you, Trell? How do the world get in contact with you?
At NTG Trell on everything.
NTG Trell.
Yes, sir.
NTGTRELL.
Yes, sir.
NTG Trell.
That's how you get in contact with me. And I'm up for if you talking business, let's talk business.
Right.
That's what I'm on. That's the type of time I'm on right now.
For sure.
Just talking business because it's like it's not hard to get situations whether you're doing music or whatever. But especially if you're doing music, it's not hard to find the right management. It's not hard to even get a distribution deal.
Right.
It's not hard to do so. You just gotta be willing to listen when I tell you, okay, I can make a phone call to a few people. I ain't saying I'm just a big dog like that, but make a few phone calls and if they say, oh, okay, I need this done, that done, that done.
Right.
You do it. If you're not gonna do it, please don't waste my time.
Don't waste your time.
Please do not waste my time.
Right.
We ain't got time to be wasting that.
Yeah, life is short.
I got an international DJ right now, DJ Cotton. Also shot DJ Cashflow. They in Columbus, Georgia as well. And 510K. Yeah, they can get you on up in there. 1,500. Yeah, get you up in there.
Right.
He told me all real, man, any artists you're dealing with, a label or management. Tell them 1,500, man, we can get whoop done. Right. Tell them about 5K, we can.
Yeah, they going.
Yeah.
Get into a mainstream DJ pools and out to all the right spaces. Right. That's good stuff, man.
He messing around with he be messing around with T-Pain from time to time too. Okay. DJ Monte and all that.
Gotcha.
Showstopper ENT from out of Columbia, Georgia as well. They real cool with that boy. They be kicking it. So it's like I tell people stuff like that just to kind of dangle that whatever they want in front of them, not in a negative way, but
I know what you mean.
I know this DJ can do this for you and do that for you, and all he asking for is 1,500 or 5,000 or whatever. The first thing they gonna be wondering is like, oh, and why should I spend money with him? Who is he? So that's when I show them on IG. Oh yeah, they just kicking with T-Pain at the Atlanta Sonic game.
But the bottom line is, if they're not willing to invest in themselves, it's not gonna work anyway.
And there's another thing too, man. This is something people don't be telling y'all rappers and artists because they see the internet and they get the perception that this person just really got all the way through the door just off being viral. But if you do not have the check, you're gonna have to have somebody behind you that got the check. If you're not, you're gonna stall out every time.
Every time. Every time.
You're gonna stall out every single time. You got it. This man, listen, it's not cheap.
No.
This music thing is not cheap, man.
No part of
You
it.
got to have some money.
Right.
And if you don't have the money, you gotta convince somebody else to put the money behind it.
Right. Okay. Well, man, look, it's been fun talking with you. We're gonna keep this going because we need to keep this conversation going. I also do it virtual, so we can do it virtual. So wherever you are, because you move around a lot from Columbus to Mississippi to Texas to California. I mean, you be in a lot of places and spaces. So we got to keep our thing going.
Oh yeah.
With what we got going, and of course, with our push with Keith. And make sure do this right quick. Make sure y'all go jump on that Keith Wallace merch, Mind Elevation, www.keithwallace.org. Man, jump into it right now. This has been another great episode of Industry Talk. And I appreciate you, Trell, for coming through. Man, it was good seeing you. You know what I mean? Much love to everybody and to the family. Hope you had a good holiday.
Oh yeah, man. Great.
Okay. And yes, indeed. We about to close this thing out. And like always, man, it's about health, wealth, and wellness. Stay dangerous, my people.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.